And you know what? I'm a bitch ass fool, but with fucking heart in my life. Wait, with love in my life. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I'm a bitch ass fool, but with a lot of love in my life.
You know what'll make this a little bit more comfortable? Like us facing each other.
Oh yeah,
it feels very weird.
Well, I mean, this is the way you set it up, Dick. So
no,
like,
I know, but like, it's just because the stuff was very.
All right. Let me.
But like, I mean, like, get like a table maybe.
Damn, dog. The fuck? Shit. Yeah. Right there. I can't even fucking get one thing because I have to get the next thing already.
The
like
whole podcast studio.
Like this podcast live is getting expensive.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, you have a good podcast voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it.
You sound very like gentlemanly.
Again, dude is. This is honestly, I you know, like, okay, so I was thinking about this yesterday, and that's why I called you. I called you like around. You didn't fucking pick up. And shit. You never fucking pick up. I was
watching Doctor Strange.
I don't give a shit.
Can I talk about it?
Okay, where'd you go see Doctor Strange? By the way,
the AMC.
So fuck you, because I always invite you and you never want to go.
It's just I had to, you know.
I mean, on Sunday I get it.
You know what is crazy? Like, it's on my way to work. So like, I literally pass the theater.
So you leave early and then you just
I leave early. I watch a movie and then I leave exactly on time, and then I grab some food, and then right there, the food is right there, and I just go to my work and I eat there.
Let me guess, you got In-N-Out.
Nah, hell no. That thing is packed at that time. Dude, sometimes when I get out like at 12:30, that shit is packed still. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I seen that shit get off like all the way to the end, and I'm just like, at that point, I don't want
the
that
line.
shit.
The line is even on the street sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it goes all the way around, like, and it goes, and then it's just starts causing traffic.
Yeah, there's just a lot of traffic.
Like, I'm surprised like the city don't fuck around with them.
There's a left lane now, because if there wasn't a left lane, it would have been a problem.
Oh, so there are 2 lanes.
There's 2 lanes.
There was always
the right hand side that goes into.
Yeah, but
that's the one that's always blocked.
But what I'm saying is that, was there only 1 lane before? I don't know.
Nah, there's always been 2.
Oh, then.
But yeah, I watched Doctor Strange, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, I haven't liked the Marvel movie in a while, and I kind of enjoyed this one.
Okay, can I just say my 2 cents, because I'm like, again, like we.
Oh, but you gotta give me your 2 cents though.
Okay, fuck. You know what?
You're the one that offered the 2 cents.
Well, it's my 2 cents.
So every time somebody says, "Let me give you my 2 cents," ask them for the 2 cents first before they speak.
Oh well, don't fucking fuck this shit up right now. All right, so let me give you my 2 cents of thought.
You owe me 2 cents.
All right, one thing. What'd you think of that little girl? Like, her acting was very like not.
I mean, that's what you're gonna get with any little actor. Like, actress like that. There are good child actors.
Yes.
But for that caliber, I feel like it's because there's certain actors. I don't know. Okay, so in my view is like, there's certain actors that are actors, like actors, like they can morph into any story, right? Like when you're watching a movie, they're their own character, and then there's actors where, like, I don't know, it's weird. There is a difference though, but there's another actor where they just act for the scene or to get noticed. You know what I mean? So that girl probably didn't have a lot of like training before. She probably got cast because, you know. But you know what's interesting about that movie though? There is a universe out there just for Hispanics.
Oh, okay. So it's funny. No, it's funny.
That scene fucking blew my mind. I was like, there is a utopia for Hispanics, like in another universe. You know, because it looked all nice, like, and you know it was Hispanics because like the guard.
Oh yes, like the moms, right?
Yeah, and you know it was this a universe for Hispanics because the garden was fucking nice and like, you know, it was well taken care of, and you're like, damn, like this is what it looks like.
Ya nada más faltaba el vato con el sombrero atrás cutting the flowers and shit.
That's what I was like, dude. But yeah, but with her, like that's the type of actress you're gonna get for that type of role. I mean, I wasn't mad because.
I mean, I wasn't mad either. I just thought it felt very like
forced.
Yeah, like even
but she
like
is a character in the comics though.
Like,
she is Hispanic.
Yeah. I guess she was introduced a couple years ago, not too long ago, like maybe a decade ago. But and I mean, I only know these things because people tell me, and I ask people, and sometimes, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is that? And like, what was her name again?
But I just thought it was funny how like her origin story started like her being afraid with a bee, like a bee stung her.
Oh yeah,
and that started everything.
Well, it's because she gets scared, right? And then and that's how she activates her powers. Like
exactly.
But okay, so I wanted to tell you this because, fucking, what was I going with? Okay, so I saw this meme that pretty much it's crazy how there's a Mexican Marvel character that pretty much a Mexican Marvel character that jumps borders, like and I was like, that's pretty crazy. But I don't know if I felt insulted by it, or I also was like, oh, actually, you know what, that's a cool power,
The thing I didn't like that felt too forced and too out of like nowhere, where I would have thought it would be cooler if Doctor Strange would have helped her, like almost kind of like be more aware of her powers, but at the end they kind of rushed it and they're like, you believe in yourself, blah blah blah, you do it, and then she all of a sudden knows what to do, like it's like,
oh yeah,
you gotta build up to that.
Towards the end, like there was like no sort of training, or anything,
and then
like,
all of a sudden
here.
she just punches and she already knows how to use her power, like
there was like no like how to like
there was no payoff, there was no progress,
like the Parker's learning how to morph and shit.
They kept bringing it up, like every time that she got scared there would time jump and shit, but like that wasn't like. She had to learn a little bit along the way. You know what I mean? Like you can't just fucking suddenly know your shit at the end. Like,
it's kind of like it's kind of almost like in any situation in life. Like when there's pressure, you kind of just it's kind of like when your parents are teaching you how to drive.
Yeah,
and you're kind of. I mean, I had this problem learning how to drive. I couldn't go over the bumps, like the topes, like on the streets when they have like the speed bumps.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know what it was. Like when I learned how to drive, I remember my cousin telling me, "All right, just slow down on the bumps." But I will slow down so much where like I would only like my front tire would only go like halfway, and then and my cousin go like step on it, and I'm just like, oh shit, like all right. So I would step on it, and obviously I would just go over it. But that was just like it's kind of like those things where like I don't know. So I look at it as like dude, you learn under pressure.
What I realize about driving is like braking is almost an art form. Like you got to go like it's almost like your foot is like you gently started like you know what I mean. Like there's like a
it's almost like fingering somebody,
but it's like and at the very end like it's almost like the slightest touch at the end and complete stop. You know what I mean? It's like there is an art form to it.
Yeah.
Like of course you don't get that in the beginning because you're like, holy shit, I'm driving this thing that could kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then
I've been literally literally I never thought it's like literally a killing machine, dude.
By the way, I remember that one. That one time I was trying to impress you when I was driving.
Oh, you're trying to park?
And I tried to park really fast and I just drove into the curb.
Yeah. Actually, it was funny because I was talking to Danny today and I asked him, hey, dude, are you coming to work tomorrow? Because he's still supposed to make up hours.
By the way, fuck Danny.
Yeah, fuck you, Danny. But thank you for this learning process that we're going to be going through. He was telling me like, hey, I was like, are you going to work tomorrow? Because I know you have to make up some hours. And he goes like, yeah, but I'm gonna work from home. Like, the fuck you gonna do from home? Like, you're a fucking driver. You have to be either in the warehouse or driving out of town. And he goes like, oh no, dude, I crashed the truck the other day, like 2 weeks ago, and they're making me take the safety learning process.
Dude, it's always Danny fucking up with the fucking equipment.
And apparently it wasn't even once, it was twice.
Wow.
And they had told me about it, but I was just in my head, I was like,
you didn't think it was like that bad?
Yeah, I didn't even think they were gonna make him do anything. I just thought it was gonna be like, like, oh, okay, just thank you for letting us know, blah blah blah. But I didn't know. Now I'm even more like, I never really thought about crashing, and I don't crash. I don't, fingers crossed. But now if I do crash, I don't want to go through that fucking shit. Like it's a long ass fucking test. Not even a test. Like it's not even a test. It's just more like a weird time because you don't want to be doing. You already learned. You're already driving. You're already doing shit, and you don't want another task on top of that. Like you don't want to be hold back, and you're still trying to think about your day, and you still have to worry about like, oh fuck, I have to do this because I fucked up.
Yeah.
It kind of goes with anything in life too.
Yeah.
Like if like let's say that you're doing well in life and you get a DUI and you fucking you pretty much fucked up. Like depending on how bad your DUI is, like you could even be in jail for years, or you could be in jail for a week and lose your job, and before you know it, you have to pay off this shit now and whatever. Like it's that kind of shit.
That dude that got like over 100 years for accidentally killing that family in Colorado.
Oh, the truck driver.
Yeah,
that was. I mean,
and apparently, like I'm not gonna speak on it too much because I didn't really go into it too much, but it was because it wasn't really his fault, like in a weird way.
You know, and I back him up. Okay, this is why I back him up. Let me tell you the story. Because I know that, I told you the story when I was coming back from San Francisco, my engine popped going down a fucking big ass hill. It was called it's called the Pacheco Gilroy Passover. Like it connects to the 5. So from the 101 it crosses to the, it's a 152, and it's like just nothing but hills, like 2-lane hills, either way. And I was coming down, and my fucking engine fucking just blew out. I didn't know at the time. I just I thought the truck had turned off, and I had no control of the steering wheel, no control of like even the brake. The brake have just completely just like they were like what do you call it when they're just
so
like,
when your engine goes out, your brakes all of a
like
sudden
so literally like the truck literally pretty much turned off. Like it's almost like if you just had the key that first turn, and things are on. But the truck is not even on, like it's not operating, so it's not like it's still running. So at that point, like the brakes were locked.
That's weird.
And I had no control. I mean, you would think that these people, like, if your truck breaks out or something, that you should have like at least some sort of brake. And I had the emergency brake, but it's not. I mean, yeah, you could use it, but.
And then you start
but
you just start drifting.
The fucking wheel was stiff.
Drift.
Like the wheel was stiff. Like at that point, if I was on a turn, like if I was on a curve, I was gonna go straight to the fucking, to the next lane or outside to the like the barrier or whatever, or outside, depending on what the turn was. And I was like, in my head, when I heard the story, I was like, oh shit, like, shit like that happens.
Yeah.
I guess that guy's brakes gave up and shit, like, or like.
Yeah, it was like, look, I get it, dude. You're responsible for everything in your truck, but like sometimes there's just things that happen, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit just fucking malfunctions. You know what I mean? Like, and for you to get your fucking life, like I understand, like the family lost, like they lost their lives, but like at that point, it's like, what can a driver do? He can't get out of the fucking truck and try to stop him himself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do shit. At that point, if anything, he's lucky he's alive. Like.
Yeah. Hey, and on the thing, now that we're kind of like really getting the gear going on this, well, what do you think about, okay, you saw the Dave Chappelle guy trying to get jumped. I mean, the guy trying to jump Dave Chappelle during the Hollywood Bull show.
Yeah.
What do you think about the guy not getting charged like for, I think it was like assault or whatever? I don't know if you heard.
I think I'm just gonna be honest. Well, first of all, like I think he already did it for the attention. He was doing it for clout. But aside from that, him not getting charged is because I think they fucked him up bad. So it was almost like
a payback, like an even.
Yeah, it's like an even trade. Like, hey, you got fucked over like real bad. Like apparently they broke his arm and everything, and they really fucked him up bad. Like whoever was with Chappelle, like they really fucked him up. And like, yeah, and apparently he even had like a knife on him.
No. Shit. So apparently it was a fake gun, but with a gun tip on it.
No, it was a gun like slash like I know it was fake.
There was a fake gun, but on the tip of the gun it had like a knife.
Yeah,
that's all. Like that. That's what it was. It wasn't like it wasn't a real gun. He couldn't shoot him, but he could have stabbed them.
But I really do feel like that was just settled. It was almost like it was settled. Like they even. I feel like somebody like just some of us Chappelle could have been like Chappelle or his people just been like, you don't worry about it. He got dealt with. You know what I mean? There's nothing to them, I guess.
Like he shouldn't even try to put charges on him or anything. Like it was just like.
I mean, if you saw your photo, they really fucked his ass up.
Well, yeah, they fucked him up because what the fuck, like.
Yeah. And you got to think about it. Like Chappelle has nothing to gain from him going to fucking charging him and shit like that. Like the other dude has gain. Like he could sue. But that's what I'm saying. Like maybe they work something out where hey, just sign this, just go fucking live your life.
The thing is that if this happens, like, and you let this motherfucker like get away with assault or whatever, now it's gonna be happening more often. I mean, LA is already fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, it can. Well, they like in a weird way they link it to the Will Smith thing. Like anybody could just go up to people and just start slapping people in the face.
Yeah, but see, that's like a little more.
But I see that more as an excuse. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like people like already need excuses to do certain things, but now like because certain things just get like coasted by. Now they're like, oh, now I could really go and do something else. You know what I mean? Like it's like you know what I mean? In a way, it does initiate like
copycats or whatever you want to call them. Like, if more people are going to be doing it.
But see, there's always going to be people that are going to want to do the extra mile to like get noticed for something. I mean, that's normal. That's at this point, social media, everything is normal to do that. I guess. Like, I don't see nothing.
But I mean, if we're just trying to normalize shit, I mean, there's normalized killing too, you know.
But it's
like,
weird because I mean, well, you got to think about it, dude. I mean, social media is like is business.
Like
now.
no, yeah, but like
money
I mean,
equals money.
Like you
so
see
it's
people like
transactional now. Like people make a living off of fucking. So in order to gain a little hype and shit, and apparently that guy even dropped like a single after he got fucked up.
Oh really?
Yeah, he dropped like a song about it, and he called it Dave Chappelle.
No fucking.
That's
way.
what I'm telling you. Like people just want attention.
This is really. Oh fuck! I didn't hear about that. Hey yo, but that guy literally had like to fucking want some attention, and he's getting it. I mean, I still don't even know the guy's name.
They were talking even more shit because apparently to even be in the front, you have to pay like a crazy amount of money to be in the front row. Like it was insane. Mean, so for him to be even up there, like he knew what he was gonna do. You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, for him to do whatever he was gonna do, the first thing is get that weapon in. So like me, but like see, I wonder like if
now the Hollywood Bowl like now is gonna be. Like under like they're gonna be under more scrutiny because like how the fuck did that even get by?
But yeah, I mean back to the thing, dude. Like the whole, I mean, like even on Instagram, like now, like you see video. I mean, I know that they try to control it more. Like, oh hey, what you're about to see is more sensitive. You want to see it, blah blah blah. View the content, whatever. I get it, but I also don't think it's okay to show it because. Like that shit is pretty wild, but it also kind of it's a pro and a con. That also goes back to like the same thing as Elon buying like fucking Twitter because those guys were regulating everything, dude, and I feel. But I don't know. I just feel like some things do need to be regulated, and I think that also some things like even then like what we say here is gonna get regulated. You know.
Yeah, to some degree, but I mean, like they carry the same agenda in a way where they're like, "Hey, if we don't like what people are saying, like we could just." You know, they I guess they have tactics of not getting you known for whatever or them taking your videos down for whatever reason, and they start making up excuses why this content is not suitable for audiences. I'm like, if you're an adult and if you want to listen to it, you do what the fuck you want, you know, but at the same time, it's a fine line again because it's a platform that kids, teenagers, adults use. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if it was Pornhub and we're like the only podcast.
I mean, I hate that Pornhub. They cut your best fucking scene sometimes. You know. Like,
but if we're like the only,
I wish it was like for everybody.
But if we're like the only podcast on Pornhub and like like the people that go there are like they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, so why would they give a fuck of what we say? You know?
Mm-hmm. No. I mean, you got a point.
That's what I'm saying. It goes back to those images where you're like,
oh, I mean, well, Pornhub also has to be regulated because you don't want to be putting like kitty porn, obviously. Yeah, you know, and then your shit is whole
or revenge porn.
Or
I know you got. I know you got a lot. Of that,
I got no revenge porn. I got no revenge porn. But I dab a little bit. I'm just kidding. No, but. Yeah, I mean, I think like I said, there's always pros and cons to shit getting regulated. There's some things that you're like, hey, okay, cool, it's good, but also sometimes it's bad for people who are expressing themselves and they can't say certain things because now it's like, okay, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. I mean, it doesn't mean it's always gonna be bad and shit, but there's just some things that you can't say.
It's a very sticky situation. This is why it's going to be interesting what Elon Musk does with Twitter because...
I mean, has he done anything to change?
Well, he's not. He hasn't bought it yet.
Oh, he hasn't
It's
bought
not official yet.
Even money buys love. I mean, not for me, dog. Not for me because I even like the girl that the girls I've been with, I'm like, oh, I'll treat you out for this, I'll treat you out for that, and I'm just like, it's still, you know, it's still false hope sometimes because I'm just like, I gave you everything. I know that money is not everything, but.
I mean, you're looking for love in the wrong places.
I know, exactly. No, I'm just fucking around, but yeah, dude, it fucking sucks. The goal to this is honestly, I wanted to be a platform where we could just sometimes even express ourselves, say things that we haven't really, you know. I'm sorry, I keep getting these fucking campaign texts. Yeah, I'm tired. Too. Like, how the fuck you guys get my? I mean, I know.
They
like,
get it through the voting.
Yeah, that's stupid as shit. Like, I didn't fucking. Yeah.
I'm trying to opt out too because I've been getting a lot of those.
Yeah, I don't fucking like. I don't give a fuck. You know, like, I don't give a fuck with you. Like, if I go vote, that's my problem. If I don't go vote, that's still my problem. It's not yours. You know what I mean? I mean, I probably am gonna go vote because I'm trying to get off of work one of these days.
Yeah.
So I'll probably use it as an excuse, or hopefully they don't tell me to turn in a ballot through mail. No, yeah, but back again. Yeah, dude. Like my goal is like really to find a voice in just with us. I mean, honestly, I think we have so many conversations sometimes where like I want people to hear. You know what I mean? Like it could be about anything, and that's what I was like. What I want this to be. I want it to be like an open platform to anything, and I think that's why I told you like something where I don't want it to be where we focus on just music. I mean, this could be a day where we focus on music. There could be on day where we focus about what's going on, like in just general life, or like what do you call that? Like
just fucking have fun and banter a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, definitely. We're gonna go off. We're gonna go off. There might be days where you might just be mad at me in the morning. You don't want to talk to me.
Just not a morning person, dude.
Dude, I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get that. Like, dude, like
okay, I think
okay, it's okay. You might not be a morning person, but there is mornings where I could talk to you, and then you look like you want to go do jumping jacks with me outside or something. Like,
it's because it really depends. So like, okay, so
depends on your sleep.
I think the morning person and the non-morning person, the difference. I think the morning person, your brain just turns on as soon as you're awake. You know, your brain is on. You're like, okay, what am I gonna do? You're very active. The non-morning person is like, my brain is gonna take a while to start. Like, I need some time.
Like, you need to lube it up a little bit to get your gears going.
Like you almost have to like lay there for a bit and just kind of like, okay, wind yourself up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know there's people that can just get up and just start doing shit. For me, it's like the only thing I could do as soon as I wake up.
Is that me?
Take a piss.
Is that me?
Yeah. You're a fucking golden retriever.
I mean,
wake up all happy and shit. I'm like, how the fuck are you so happy right now? It's fucking 6 a.m, dude.
Actually, you know what? Hang on with turkey for a bit.
Yeah, so the one time Lalo caught an STD. So I remember we were just driving down to TJ, checking out sweet ass time. I think it was his birthday weekend. And then he's like, hey dude, like I really want to go to TJ tonight. Like I just really want to have fun. And we ended up going down there. Like it was the last thing on my mind, but we ended up going down there. And then once we got to TJ, it got a little wild. You know what I mean? He took the wrong left. You know what I mean? And then we ended up in this weird neighborhood. That a lot of weird people go to, and they're like, oh wow, we're in another fucking country here. And yeah, I can't go into more details.
Even if we get like fucking Danny just to come in to hear what's up with this, it's like, and I'm glad that he feels like that for us, because like I mean, it gives me motivation to keep going with this. And again, I don't know what this will bring to our future. I don't know. There might be fights, bro. Hey, there might be a day where I might just have to fucking take this. I might have to take these fucking headphones off and just fucking go there and slap your ass real quick, Yeah, I don't know. Or there might be a day we're gonna be fucked up and drunk.
Actually, there's a segment I only wanted to pitch to Lalo while we're already on the podcast.
Go ahead.
If he allows me, I would like to say, I would like to recite a poem that I write. It's gonna be Turkey's poem. Turkey's poem time.
Yeah, honestly, I'm down. Honestly,
it's gonna be my responsibility to write you guys a poem every week, and to give you a poem every week.
What if okay, let's say that their poems start, doing so well, and then people just want you to have your own podcast about it now, and that just throws me to the side. Then I have no fucking
dude. You could have 50 podcasts.
Oh, can I ask you something? I mean, I know poems a lot I know poems are a lot like about what you're feeling at the moment and the time, but a lot of times I never know what you're feeling.
Poems could be about anything.
Yeah, I know.
Like soliloquies, soliloquies.
I haven't heard that word forever, but yeah, I don't know what it means. But
Yeah, poems. It's the closest thing to a poem is a lyric.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But other than that,
A soliloquies.
I like the writing process of poems. Like I'm not, because there's poets that like to write to like say them to people. You know what I mean? Like they go to like cafes and shit. And
and then open mic kind of thing.
Yeah, for them it's a speech thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a speech poet. There's a writing poet. There's different types of poets.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. Well, he started. Well, he is a poet. Well, he was a poet.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did though.
But and then there's that whole thing that people don't even think he's the real thing because he was so good at his craft that they just thought it was a lot of people making this persona, and it's almost like a pen name. You know what a pen name is? Mm-mm. It's like just say you don't want to be known.
Oh, like so a ghostwriter kind of thing.
Yeah, but you do it for the essence of being a writer. So you instead of putting your name out there that it's you say Eduardo Allan Poe. You know what I mean?
So like kind of like
so that's the whole mystery behind Edgar Allan Poe. Like they don't even think he actually existed, which is kind of stupid.
Well, he existed, just it was different maybe.
It's because you know what it is. A lot of people don't want to give that much credit to one person. Like I feel like that could be the problem too. It's like this guy was so good for his time that like he was so good at what he did that there's no way this one person was that good at that. You know what I mean? Like there could be that side to it as well. Like where like they don't want to give the person that full credit, but at the same time, it could be true. It could have just been a couple of writers using that same pen name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So and then because a lot of people didn't know him. The historians, they don't have a lot of stuff on Edgar Allan Poe other than his writings. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it makes sense, but it also is like it's kind of a little hating on him. It's like you're so good that nobody knew you. Really, kind of like it's kind of weird.
I mean, it goes back to ghostwriters. Like like these people are writing songs, and obviously, people make money off of them now. Like,
but see, the thing about the ghostwriter, they're comfortable not giving a fuck. It's like
it's kind of like their job. It's like okay, exactly. I know I'm not good.
No, but that's what it is. Like it's a job for them.
Yeah. And then the people who are actually using it are more like, okay, I'm getting the wave I'm riding the wave on this one.
Yeah.
Like they're
taking the credit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the ghostwriter, that's their job. They're okay with that. They're okay with writing for other people and stuff like that. And there's people that are the opposite, where they're like, no, I fucking like they're very precious about their shit, and they're like, did you hear, I forgot the girl's name, but did you remember that one song, Everybody Dance Now? Yeah.
Okay, so the story with it with that is that so they had an idea for a song, blah blah blah, and this chick came in and she sang the song and whatnot, right? But what happened is that after they recorded the song, they're like, oh shit, I really like it, blah, blah, blah. And then, she thought she was going to sing it in front of people. And I guess like the artist was like, oh, you can sing on it, right?
Yeah.
But then later on, the guy who made the song, who brought the girl over, it was like, okay, cool. I like the lyrics. I like everything. But I don't want her singing it because she's ugly.
Oh yeah, that happens. All the time.
It happens all the time. I mean, it's still happening nowadays. So like, she never got her fucking credit, right? And then so they got some other girl who looked pretty just to pretend she was lip syncing. Actually, the girl who's actually singing the song on the video is not even the girl who actually sang the song, and she's singing the song, and
dude,
that's fucking crazy. Like honestly, like that's the last thing I want.
Dude, that's nothing. That's literally Hollywood in a nutshell, because Hollywood is all about show.
Yeah,
they show. Like there's that perfect example with that movie Pretty Woman.
Yeah. So
apparently like there's this notorious this famous poster, this movie poster of Julia Roberts at the time. She was the main actress in the movie, and she was showing like legs and stuff. She was looking all sexy, but what you find out later is that they actually photoshopped her face on a model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't even her.
Yeah.
So it's like, is she a pretty woman or is she? You know what I mean?
Oh, so like it wasn't even. I see what you mean. Yeah.
But again,
Pretty Woman was just not a pretty woman in real life, but she was a pretty woman.
There's a lot of cases like that
to them, I guess,
in the show business, for any show business, that they're like, they want to find that perfect package, and if they can't find it, they'll make one.
Dang, dog. You deep sometimes, bro.
Hey, sometimes you gotta ask and talk to me, you know?
Well, this is it. This is the platform to do it.
Yeah, because you never fucking ask.
Okay, no. A lot of times, like we and you have had some a lot of times. I'm gonna emphasize on this. A lot of times when we have conversations, it's like you're my own therapist in a way, but you're also my good friend. You know, you're my best friend.
By the way, no friend should ever be a therapist ever. You know, like that just means that you're just dumping emotions on people. You know, and a thing people have to be aware out there is that you gotta be aware that, am I dumping emotions on a friend, or am I like sharing thoughts?
Okay, well, you know what I mean though. Like, you know, it's not like I goes for you like and tell me, oh, I know what turkey's gonna make me or what help me, you know, get through this. I know. It's just like I eventually just end up talking to you about.
You know why it works with us? Because usually when I tell you something, it's not that you listen. It's just that you kind of take that and you make that your own, and you adapt to it, and you actually do something about it. Like there's people like where you give people,
have I really?
You know, because there's people you give advice to, and it's almost like, why the fuck am I telling you this if you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm still fucked up. I mean, I
no,
still,
that's what I'm saying. But like,
at least, like, oh shit.
But at least with you, it's like at least you listen. You don't do exactly what I tell you, but like you take that and make it your own, and you do it your own way.
Yeah, you know, that's true.
But like, there's people like where you give them advice and like.
And they don't even listen to you, or they don't want to shit what you said.
But again, it's like they just want like a soundboard. They just want to dump emotions and talk words, and they don't want nothing else. You know, it's like that. That's what it is.
No, but again, like, you know, our conversations always start by, "Hey, what up? You know, what's up, dog? You know," and then
you gotta say it right.
Hey, dog. And then we should probably have a "Hey, dog" segment, you know.
Yeah.
And like, that would be like our segment where we bring up something like a hot topic, you know. No, but again, like, you know, like a lot of times, like when we talk, like have these serious talks, you know, obviously it starts with like, "Hey, how you doing, bro? You know, we haven't spoken in a while," or, you know, I fucking live with you, dude, and I have a time I probably don't even see you for not even 50% of the time I'm home.
Which I think is a perfect balance. You don't want to see each other every day.
We kind of do have, like, it's funny because our bond is really like dope.
Yeah.
But there is moments where you even like don't feel that bond, and like you want your own thing.
Yeah, it's because I think you know what it is, and I think this is what makes it more interesting, is that we're totally two different people.
Well, everybody's,
you know, no,
different people.
Not really, because there's people that really look for other people that are pretty much the same.
I mean, I haven't found my golden retriever.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be that golden retriever.
No, I'm not saying you are, but you're almost like, I wouldn't say it's not like, it just comes easy, you know. Like, you don't have to be like me.
No, exactly.
Because if you were like me, I probably, you know, we'll probably be out right now skateboarding or something, or rollerblading.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, yeah, like for me, individuality is the best thing, right? Because every person is their own selves. Like, I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, because there's people that just, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
no, I don't know.
They're
what you
very
mean.
similar.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No, obviously, yeah. It is. You don't want to be like, I don't know, like, you want to be your own way.
Yeah,
not try to be someone else. Like, not try to be someone else. Like who you're like. If me trying to be you and you trying to be me, you know, obviously, that's just not gonna work out.
I mean, where it complements us is because you're more outgoing. So when you're outgoing, like that if we're kicking it together, that forces me to be more outgoing. But if like you want to talk about something else that I'm, you know, probably more in touch with or something, like. That's what we talk about. So there is like a contrast, but at the same time, it's like it evens itself out a little.
Yeah. But I mean, every time, even then, like when we hang out, like, you know, I'm always the one playing music, and you vibe with it.
I vibe with it because I trust you. I trust your music, and plus we have like the same.
No, yeah, well, I mean, I get that, but like
taste.
a lot of times too, like there is times where we're together and you're like, dude, like, and you're on your own headphones because you don't want to hear my shit.
Sometimes I just forget I have headphones.
Damn, dude, that's becoming a problem now.
Dude, headphones have been part of my life.
Yeah, actually, headphones have always been part of your life.
I actually have a story where I went to a strip club with headphones on.
Yeah,
this is when like. It's weird. It was like a time where I just couldn't take my headphones off. And I realized later, I was like, dude, it's like, it was like this comfort thing.
Oh, like it was kind of like when you wear a sweater and a hoodie.
Yeah, you know, like in Big Daddy, when he's wearing the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
He's invisible.
He's invisible.
It's like, it just felt like that. Like, it felt like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel good with my headphones on. And plus, I have an excuse to ignore people.
Yeah, I see. That's my issue with you. I mean, I wouldn't say it's an issue, but it's annoying because like I could be talking to you, like, hey, bro, listen to this like part of the song. Or
there's another thing I haven't told you when we're in the car.
What is it?
You know, sometimes when you're blasting music,
you raise it up louder.
No, and I'm trying to talk to you. Like I don't even talk to you. I just move my lips, and you automatically turn it down.
Fuck you.
You always fall for it.
I honestly, I almost don't want to laugh at this right now because it really hurts. But it's funny because we're pouting about it, so like it almost feels like, all right, this is probably the best way you could have ever told me that, because it would have been like I would have been pissed off, not pissed off, but I would have been like, yo, dude, get the fuck out of here,
dude. I don't even say one word.
You don't?
I literally just move my lips, and for some reason, you always look at my lips, and then you're like, I turn on the music, and you're like, hey, what'd you say? Like, oh, and then that's when I start talking.
That's fucked up. No, see, but now you fucked it up for yourself, because now hopefully I don't.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not gonna turn down your fucking volume. You know, it's your fucking car.
Damn, though.
Yeah. Oh, and I want you to. I know this is gonna be cringy, dude, but maybe you could try a little bit. Give a little bit of love advice, yeah.
Me
out of the shit you've been through in your life.
Oh,
I
mean,
there's one bit of like nugget you could give somebody. That would be fucking cool. Because you've been through some shit.
I give the wrong advice. I have the worst love advice because.
But I mean, like, advice as in you learn through
like things that I've seen through my horrible experiences.
I don't mean like, hey, you got to do this because I know. I'm just saying like,
because obviously by now I would have probably been married or hopefully even had a steady girlfriend. But because I don't have that, I could only say what I like. I could only tell people the shit that I've been through and see if they could connect with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they're like, oh shit, that's happened to me and I'm still in this relationship. Or maybe a lot of people who have gone through what I've gone through and they just happen to work things out. Maybe I'm just more uptight, not uptight. Like
you're more discerning.
Yeah, more like
you kind of feel things out a little bit more.
Yeah, like I know
throw yourself in the fire a little bit.
Oh, I kind of did just throw myself in the fire not too long ago.
But now you kind of like overthink it, like. Am I seeing something I don't like, or is there something there? And I'm like,
yeah.
You kind of just evaded it in the first place.
Yeah, but I mean, most definitely, for the most part, like my love life has been wild,
free. Yeah. Hey, by the way, Danny's a little bitch.
Yeah, Danny's a little bitch.
And then keep going.
Yeah. So, but it almost sounds like, you know how like people try to fucking say what your dreams are about.
For me, dreams. I think they're very personal. Like you shouldn't, for me personally, you shouldn't share your dreams because once you share a dream, that person's going to give you their interpretation of it. And then now that vision that you have for your dream is going to be corrupted. So now you're going to think what they think. Now you're going to take on what their interpretation is. And I feel like dreams are like a personal thing you're supposed to decipher on your own. It's almost like a message from your subconscious to your brain, like, hey, this is what's going, like, there's some reason that these images are coming up when you're sleeping, right? Mm-hmm. So then you go and process that for yourself. You know,
It's not like Googling, like for example,
I feel like those those websites were dreaming of this. I could see that there might be correlations to things because people have studied dreams, you know. So it's like they say, death in a dream doesn't really mean someone's gonna die or some shit like that. It just really depends on what you feel about it. It's not nothing else.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to find your own answer to your own dreams.
Yeah, anyway. But that's with everything in life. You know, it's like a person that depends on other people for advice all the time. You're never going to trust yourself to make a move on your own, right? You get people's perspectives on to help your idea. That's a more healthier version of it. But if you're just going to rely on people like, hey, what do you think this is? Hey, you know, you don't have an intuition at that point. You know, you got to build your own intuition and you got to feel what's right. The best choice for you at the time is, and you got to go with it.
And see, again, this is why we have those conversations. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you, Mr. Fucking?
Hey, sometimes you gotta mind your own business, yeah.
So I won't ask you for your. I won't ask you for you fucking dream. So you fucking tell me a dream of yours, I'm gonna be like, you know what, dude?
I mean, that means that go fuck off. I think I have told you dreams where I only tell you dreams when they correlate you in it. Like when when I see you in dreams, I give those to you because maybe like I don't really see anything from that for myself.
I don't give a fuck about it. Why are you in my dreams? Like get the fuck out of my dreams.
Like it's just like sometimes like there are dreams that like there's a couple of dreams. There's those fuzzy dreams that you could barely see what's going on, but you kind of have it's almost like you're a fly on the wall. There's the other dreams where it almost feels like a movie, right? It's like scene after scene.
Yeah.
And then it's like there are some dreams that are super clear. It's weird. It's like this is where I'm like.
There's actually like where once the ones you navigate, like you literally feel like you're actually in person.
Exactly.
And there's just ones that you kind of like just dream and then you wake up like in 2 minutes. And it's like 3 hours.
It's dreams are weird.
It's like it's like, I don't know, let's say it's like a 2-minute time in your life in a dream, but you wake up it's like 4 hours or whatever. Like, oh shit, that was fucking. Yeah.
But the point is like when you come out in a dream, I like to express that to you because for some reason you were in that dream. So like, you know, but
tell people about my dream. Tell people.
I had a couple of your dreams. I had one. The latest one was when we're on. I think we're snowboarding. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I'm in the middle, and then you're just snowboarding around me, smiling.
That's some fucking.
That was the last dream I ever had about you. And then before that, I had a dream where I was visiting you. It felt like I was visiting you at your house. It looked like a nice little house. It looks really, really nice. It was a summer day because it's almost like that noon brightness. You know, when it's noon and it's like
like the sun's already out, but it also
felt
like
it was hot. Like I don't remember the feeling, but it was more like it was hot. It was like a hot day.
Damn. And Arizona weathers.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt more like LA.
Okay,
it felt more like LA.
So a little humidity.
Yeah, it felt like those LA homes, like around Hollywood area, kind of like it felt like a nice neighborhood, to be honest. But
your fucking dream better come true, dog. Because
I don't know. And then when I come in, you greet me.
Hey, what if I'm just gonna just say this because it involves me. If not, I would not be interrupting you.
Yeah.
Let's say that it was like me opening that door and it was a cry for help. Get me the fuck out of here, bro.
Well, that's part of the sign. That means that you're probably fucking suffering.
Like it was you. It was me calling out for help in your dreams.
But going back to the other dream, I remember you greeted me and you introduced me to somebody, and I felt like it was your wife. I say I felt because you get a feeling for it, and then you see 2 kids running around in the background.
Yeah, definitely.
And then that's why I told you, I was like, dude, I just dreamt about you having a family, dude.
That was my girl with 2 kids. That wasn't me with my kids, bro.
I don't know, dude. That's why I told you, like, I had a dream where you had a family, and it was the weirdest fucking dream ever. That's why I was like, I don't know what this has to do with me, but maybe telling it to you, that meant something to you. You know what I mean? Like, that's why.
Well, I mean, I would wish it was something, to look forward to.
That's probably the message to it. Like, there's something to look forward to. But again, it goes back to the creepy shit. Like, I don't know. Like. It's like ideas and stories, like they just come to your mind. You don't know where the fuck they're coming from. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it just comes out of nowhere.